Good morning, students. This is Dr. T. Bhimrao, Assistant Professor of Zoology, Kakatiya Government Degree College, Alamkonda. So today we discuss about the what are the general characters and classification of the reptiles. So we already discussed fishes, amphibians. Then next go to the reptiles. So introduction about the reptiles. So these reptiles are in the Carboniferous period, Paleozoic era, they are arised from the labyrinthodont amphibians. Reptiles are evolved from the amphibians, labyrinthodont amphibians in the Carboniferous period of Paleozoic era. And these reptiles are dominated in the entire world that area period is called Mesozoic era. So this Mesozoic era is called golden age of reptiles. Means in the Mesozoic era, these reptiles are fully developed and they successfully lead the life on the land in the Mesozoic era. That is why it is called golden age of reptiles. And Cartilosauria is considered as the stem reptiles. Cartilosaurians are the stem reptiles. They closely resembles the labyrinthodont amphibians. It is not easy to distinguish these two groups separately. So they are the reptiles and amphibians are closely related. That is why these reptiles are evolved from this labyrinthodont amphibians. In the Mesozoic era, the giant dinosaurs dominated on the earth. So in the late Cretaceous period of the Mesozoic era, they become extinct. So in the present day, the world nearly 5,000 species of the reptiles are living. These reptiles are the poikilothermic vertebrates. They are the first true land vertebrates. They are the first amniotic group of the vertebrate animals. So in this, what do you know about the poikilothermic, first true vertebrates and first amniotic group? So poikilothermic means the body temperature can change with respect to the environmental temperature. So they are called poikilotherms. Then next to they are the first true land vertebrates. So just before the amphibians, so they are amphibians can live either water or land. They could not restricted to land, but these reptiles are completely they are fully in the terrestrial on the land. So they are the first true vertebrates on the land, and they are the amniotic group. Before that, an amniotic. Amniotic group means during the embryonic development, these amniotes or amniotic layer or membranes are there. So that is why they are the allantois, coriano, these are there. So that is why they are the amniotic vertebrates. So in the present, spinodon, lizards, snakes, turtles, crocodiles are there in the vertebrates. And so these general characters in the general characters. So they are the cold-blooded animals or phycrotherms. The next reptiles are the terrestrial. Most of the terrestrial, some of the aquatic also. The body of the reptiles is covered with horny scales. Before the amphibians, the body is smooth. There is no exoskeleton. But in these reptiles, the body is covered with the horny scales or bony scutes. So this is the exoskeleton. And the in the reptiles, the skin is dry. Skin is dry. Glands are absent in the skin of the reptiles. So there is no glands in the skin of the reptiles. Four limbs are present. They are pentadactyls. So four limbs are there. They have the pentadactyl. The reptiles, the vertebra are the gastrocentrous. In the reptiles, the ribs from a this what do you call sternum, true sternum. Respiration is carried out by the lungs. So lungs are chief organs for the respiration. The reptile's heart is divided into three chambers, two auricles and one ventricle. Ventricle is also incompletely divided into two chambers, but completely not divided. That is why three chamber heart is there. But in the in the reptiles, the in case of the crocodiles, they contain the four chambers heart. But generally, they are the three chamber heart. Right and left aortic arches are completely formed. The red RBCs are the nucleated in the reptiles. In the reptiles, the kidneys are the metanephric kidneys. Each kidney is provided with a separate ureter. So in the reptiles, the 12 pairs of cranial nerves are seen. But in case of the snakes, 10 pairs. Except 10 snakes, remaining all are contain the 12 pairs of cranial nerves. And this cloaca is present. The fertilization is internal. Fertilization is internal. Eggs are laid on the land. So okay. Cloaca is present. The fertilization is internal. Eggs are laid on the land. So these are oviparous and viviparous is there in the reptiles. In the reptiles, extra embryonic membranes are present during the development of embryo. That is why they are called amniotes. So there was the first class of organisms to adapt the life for the land. They are believed to have evolved from the amphibians million years ago. So there are about 10,000 different species of the reptiles on the earth. So they are the cold-blooded animals, belongs to the phylum Chordata. The skull of the reptiles is modified that gives the reptiles an efficient to the powerful jaw junction action. The modifications are also make the skull light, and these are the gland. There is no glands on the on this integument, and skull is the monocondylic. Skull is the monocondylic, and the T-shaped spiracula is also there, and so these are the general characters of the reptiles. So you see that these are the examples of the reptiles. And then you go to the classification. So in the classification, the reptiles classification is depend upon the on the skull, on the presence or absent of the temporal fossa. Presence and absent of the temporal fossa. So Anapsida, Uriapsida, Parapsida, and Synapsida, and Diapsida. No. Wait. Anapsida is again divided into two orders, Chelonia and Cartilosauria. Europsida, Parapsida, Synapsida are the extant reptiles. Then Diapsida is also again divided into two superorders, Lepidosauria and Archosauria. This Lepidosauria is again divided into Rhynchocephalia and Squamata orders. This Squamata order again divided into two suborders or superorders, Lacertilia and Ophidia. Archosauria contain the Crocodilia order. So this is the classification of the reptiles. I repeat once again. So Reptilia is the class, phylum is the Vertebrata. This Reptilia class is again divided into 5 subclasses. These are the Anapsida, Europsida, Parapsida, Synapsida, and Diapsida. In this, Europsida, Parapsida, Synapsida is extant reptiles. There is no presently living. So this Anapsida is there is no temporal fossa in the skull. So they are called Anapsida. These Europsida, Parapsida, Synapsida contain the one temporal fossa in the skull. And Diapsida contain two temporal fossa in the skull of the reptiles. This Anapsida is again divided into two orders, Chelonia and Cartilosauria. Then you go to the Diapsida. It again divided into two superorders, Lepidosauria and Archosauria. So this superorder Lepidosauria is again divided into Rhynchocephalia and Squamata orders. Rhynchocephalia and Squamata orders. This Squamata order again divided into two superorders. This is the Lacertilia and Ophidia. In the Lacertilia, lizards are there. In the Ophidia, the snakes are there included. Then next to Archosauria contain the Crocodilia phylum. Order Crocodilia is there. So this is the structures of the Anapsida skull, Euryapsida skull, Synapsida skull, Diapsida skull. So you see the Anapsida, there is no temporal fossa in the skull. There is no temporal fossa. So in the Euryapsida, one temporal fossa is there. And in the Synapsida is also one temporal fossa is there. In the Diapsida, two temporal fossa are there. So in the classification of the reptiles, based on the temporal vacuities or fossa, these reptiles is divided into 5 subclasses: Anapsida, Parapsida, Euryapsida, Synapsida, Diapsida. So you see the Anapsida. So in this, the skull of the reptiles are modified by the solid roof. In these reptiles, temporal fossa is absent in the skull, and these reptiles are the quadrate is articulated with the optic bone. The limbs are strong. Carapace and plastrum will form on the body, and this subclass is divided into two orders. These are the Chelonia and Cartilosauria. So first you go to the Cartilosauria. These reptiles are extant. They show the complete cranial roof, and the pelvic girdle is flat. In these reptiles, jaws and teeth are poorly developed. These reptiles resembles with the labyrinthodont amphibians, and they become extinct in the Triassic period of the Mesozoic. Example is the Simoria. So this is the structure of the Simoria. Then next you go to the Chelonia. This order includes the turtles and tortoise. Turtles and tortoise. So this is the structure of the turtles. So these are the terrestrial as well as aquatic. Means they are the amphibians, reptile amphibians. Body is covered with the shell containing the dorsal carapace and ventral prostron. So these are the thick hard substances with the on the cell. So the dorsal side of the cell is the carapace, ventral side of the skeleton is called plastron. Neck, limbs and tails are covered with scales, and they show the forelimbs pentadactyl, or they modified into the pedals and aquatic forms. So jaws without teeth. So jaws are absent, and one nostril is present, monorrhina. The jaws are show horny sheets. Quadrate is immovable, articulate. The nostril opening is single. These unpaired copulatory organs are present. Cloacal opening is longitudinal, and these are the oviparous. These Chelonians lays the eggs. So best example is the testudo and Chelone midos. Testudo and Chelone midos is the best example of this Chelonia. The next subclass 2 is the Parapsida. So these are the extent. These are live in the Triassic period of to the Cretaceous period. Ichthyosaurus example. Next to Diapsida. So in these reptiles, skull shows the two temporal fossa. That is why they are the Diapsida. The modifications typical diapsida condition is common among these members. So this subclass is divided into two superorders, Lepidosauria and Archaeosauria. So superorder is the Lepidosauria. So these are the primitive type of the reptiles. Teeth are present on the jaw and they are not present on the sockets. Sorry. This upper order, the superorder includes two living orders that is called Rhynchocephalia and Squamata. So you go to the order Rhynchocephalia. So best example is the Spinodon. This is the very much important question in the these 4 marks. So in the Rhynchocephalia, teeth are the acrodont. The skull shows the two vacuities, means dicondylic. This quadrate bone is immovable and epitoroid bone is present. Vertebra or amphicoelous copulatory organs are absent in this order. Example Spinodon. These Spinodon lives in the New Zealand only. It is restricted to the New Zealand. So that is why it is the distribution is discontinuous distribution, only restricted to the New Zealand. So it is look like a lizard. And then next one is the order Squamata. This includes the snakes and lizards. Their body is covered with the epidermal scales. Single supratemporal vacuity is seen in the lizards and temporal vacuity or fossa is absent in the snakes. So teeth are fluorodont and usually procoelous vertebra are present. The transverse cloacal opening is present. Males show a pair of reversible copulatory organs useful for the copulation. This is divided into two suborders. So order Lacertilia and Ophidia. Lacertilia include the lizards, Ophidia include the snakes. So in the Lacertilia, these are the terrestrial, arboreal or burrowing forms. So the limbs and pentadactyl and are usefully present. Sternum is present and eyelids are movable. This tympanium is present. Examples are the Calotis, Chameleon, Draco, Varanus, Geico. So the last one is the Ophidia. And the study of the total study of the reptiles are the this herpetology. The study of the reptiles is called herpetology. The study of the lizards is called saurology. The study of the snakes is called ophiology. So in this Ophidia, it includes the snakes. They are the terrestrial, aquatic, and arboreal burrowing. These temporal fossa are absent. These limbs and limb girdles are absent. Sternum is absent. Eyelids are absent. Tympanium is absent. Tongue is bifid. Examples are the python, naja, vipers, hydrophos. So these are the snakes. Next, in the Archaeosauria order, superorder, It contains the one order called Crocodilia. So these crocodilians, they are the freshwater and they are the predatory forms. The body is covered with an exoskeleton made up of horny scales and scutes. In this, the teeth are the thecodont teeth, and powerful teeth are present in the crocodilia. Quadrate is immovable. Vertebra are the procellus. These spongy lungs are seen. Longitudinal cloacal opening is present. Examples are the crocodiles, alligators, and gavilanes. So this is the structure of the crocodilia or crocodiles, and these synapsida are the extent. Synapsids are the extent. So this group include the extent forms. They lived from the Carboniferous period. Their skull shows the one pair of the this vacuities or fossa. These fossa are infratemporal fossa. So this is about the general characters and classification of the reptiles. Okay.